Hello everyone, Brave Belly here. Today on the channel, I'm gonna be eating, cooking, reviewing this ration. This is the Mongolian prison guard, so Mongolian prison services basically. And I've actually reviewed this on my channel before. I loved it so much, I ordered another box. I love the character of this, not only ration, but the packaging. I mean, look how awesome. It comes camouflage, so it puts me in the mood. We got the digi camo. And just, you know, lots of cool graphics we have there, sealed with the golden eagle. Check that out. Now, full disclosure, I can't read this, you know, Cyrillic or, yeah, I believe it's Cyrillic alphabet. It's Mongolian language. So I'm an American, so I'm just gonna eat everything inside. So please join me on this little journey of cooking and eating. And here we go. So this was boxed in 2024, expires April. So it's expired 4 months, should be fine for military rations or in this case, border rations, border guard rations. And let's go. So this is what it's looking like. Basically one of those, like, for me, it reminds me of those like monthly boxed things where, you know, where people sign up and they just get a box of like military stuff. I mean, there's a lot of different like monthly subscriptions, and this, to me, that's what this reminds me of. I think it's pretty cool. Also, it does have a handle, like for, I guess you could carry it like a handle. Check it out. I mean, it's pretty cool. So yeah, lots of character in this little suitcase we have here. We're gonna eat everything. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Basically 24 hours worth of food. And here we have it. That's the entire ingredients. So we have a spoon and a fork with some napkins. We have biscuits or crackers. They're actually like more so biscuit cookies or something like that. 1, 2, 3 packets. Okay. And I'll be opening up absolutely everything, so just bear with me. This is their little cooking stove and fuel tablets. Wow, we have official coffee that's basically available commercially, Brazilian coffee, which is pretty cool that they have Brazilian coffee, even though this is Mongolian rations. And then we have 3, so we have 3 of these coffees. So I will be having coffee with some of these biscuits. Another dessert we have is called the Golden Gobi, and it's pictures of camels. So I guess the Gobi Desert perhaps is their little theme here. Check that out. So that's another dessert. And then we have what looks like a pate. Unfortunately, I don't have bread, and I was told that the prison services and not only that, but like all their, I guess even the military, they're expected to get like bread on the side or have their own bread. So this is meant to be eaten with bread, not with this, but I'm just gonna eat it straight up, no big deal. Then we have what seems to be their one of a kind. I've only had this in the Mongolian rations, which is their tea, and it's a tea that already comes with like a creamer, but it's so one of a kind. It tastes, I've never had anything like it. Okay, it tastes like salty milk basically. So it's like a salty milk tea, very one of a kind. I will try to explain it as best as I can. It's nice that I have 4 packs. I'm only going to be having 1 because they're all the same, and I will be stashing it for myself. So none of this stuff goes to waste. All the rations that I have, if I ever save anything, I end up taking it backpacking or when I go camping, stuff like that. All right, let's see what we have with the mains. So some kind of like a rice pilaf looking deal. We're gonna open everything up. We're gonna heat everything up and we're gonna feast. So as you can see, all the cans are dented. So let's hope that they're fine. We'll find out, all right? And they're all expired in 2025. So like I said, in a couple of months expired. That's fine. We should be good. So 4, all right? We have 4 mains, which is quite a lot, quite substantial. And that's everything, all right? So we're going to use the rest for garbage. I was expecting to have 3 mains, not 4, so that's nice. All right, so we will be heating them up right now. I'm gonna use this stove right here. This is the British BCB stove. Then we have a Czech Republic stove. And then we're gonna use the provided stove just to have everything being heated up. And today's knife, we'll use this one, why not? This is a Cobra Tech, all right? Got this for a good deal at a gun show by my house. All right, really good deal. I did the lanyard myself and boom, check that out. Really simple, good quality for the price, all right? Let's open that up. And if you're in the Mongolian prison services, if you're a prison guard, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you're issued any specific knives. I would be curious to know, as well as the military as well. I do collect knives, I guess now, since I have the channel, I became somewhat of a knife collector. And so I take everybody's, recommendations into consideration if there's any cool knives out there. So I would be curious to know if there's any specific Mongolian knives. All right, so this is the stove. We're gonna, since we have 3 of these, we're gonna it's cool that these come already with the flint on it. I'm gonna try to light these up, put them in here and heat it all up. So we're gonna we're gonna try to heat up everything. Not the easiest, as you can see. Whoop, and it didn't light. So you know what? I have a lighter here, which luckily I came prepared. All right, hopefully that gets things going. Yep, and we do have a flame. This one went out, I tossed it too fast. So yeah, a little bit of cook and eat vibes right now. So just chill with me and hope you guys brought your appetite so we could eat together. A lot of people that watch the channel are usually on a diet. They're so hungry that they watch it on YouTube. That's how I got into watching food channels on YouTube, is whenever I would diet, basically. So, and we're already starting to have a sizzle, which is awesome. Now, I didn't crack these open. We'll see what happens. All right, and then we have one more that we'll throw on. Let me set these aside so I could lay out. I guess that one's staying there because too delicate, I think, to move around. I want to be on the safe side. All right, and let's start to eating. First, we're gonna have some of these little crackers. We're gonna start off with this beautiful Mongolian tea. As you can see, it's like some kind of powder, like a condensed milk or something like that. And you could see like little speckles in the, I believe that's the tea, as you can see up in there. All right, and let me pour that up. Ooh, there we go, nice. Now, Mongolia is a cold country, okay? So I can imagine why they have a lot of teas. I need to keep warm. Now, I have watched a lot of documentaries of Mongolian soldiers, obviously not prison guards, but nonetheless, very intriguing. All right, warrior type of people. So it's appealing to me personally. I'm always, I guess, intrigued by warriors. So to me, it's pretty cool seeing them train. They use AK-74s. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, so not only that, I'm gonna do the coffee, why not? Now my coffees, the way I usually have them is with creamer, not black, but it says 3-in-1 instant coffee mix on it, so it might already have creamer and sugar in there. Yes, so awesome. All right, so awesome. That's how I like my coffee, with already sugar and cream. Nah, I don't drink it with sugar, but I rather have it like this than black any day. And a lot of countries, they don't provide it with creamer or sugar. So this one already comes made, which is a pleasant surprise. So just like I like it. Look at that. Nice and creamy, my favorite. All right, so I think this is why, now I'm starting to remember why I purchased another box, even though I already reviewed this. I honestly enjoyed it. So there you go. And it wasn't cheap. I think it's like $125 plus shipping from Mongolia. All right, so let's check out these little biscuits. And you could hear the sizzle. So the food's definitely cooking, all right? Nice and pretty. They basically look like sugar cookies. And that's exactly what it is. So this will be like our breakfast, all right? So breakfast we'll have with some of this coffee. All right, this literally tastes like a Starbucks. Like so smooth. This is like very Western and Americanized. Which I'm surprised, because Mongolia is like a warrior country, you know? It's like the temperature is brutal, you know, and it's like you would expect it to be hardcore black, but no, it's nice and smooth and milky and sweet. 10 out of 10. Love it. Absolutely love it. It goes so well with the sugar cookie. The sugar cookie is not over the top sweet either. It is sweet, but as you can see, it doesn't have like sugar crystals on it or anything like that. So it's just a touch of sweetness. This one is starting to pop. Oh yeah, it's sizzling basically in my face. So I'm gonna take it off and put this one up. Oh. Being a little, oh, so is this. Obviously that one's ready. We're gonna use that instead. Wow, look at that, still burning. So one of these tabs will suffice. Obviously, it's good enough. These two are ready. That was actually pretty quick too, so I'm super surprised. And I don't think I could put it out just with, oh, that's hot. Let me slide that out of view. Everything's cooking, so I'm happy at the speed of how everything went. That was actually pretty nice. Anyway, gonna try the tea now. This is famous in Mongolia. I don't know the name. If you guys could leave it in the comments down below, my Mongolian viewers, I greatly appreciate it. What you call this tea. And it's so one of a kind. Okay, it's milky and the milk is like salty, like I said before. And you barely taste any tea. Okay, it's like a salty milk and it's delicious. I love it. It reminds me of like almost like a farm. Super creamy and smooth, right? Almost like something you would give to a child to drink at night before they go to sleep. Like really nice. Same deal for a warrior type, you know, of people that have like harsh environments. The food is like completely on the contrary, very ironic, like nice and smooth and creamy. Absolutely delicious. I like them equally. Actually, I like this more because it's like more exotic. I'm drinking something that I'll never get to drink again. The only time is from the rations, which I have another box of. Okay, so if you guys like this review, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the other review of the Mongolian military ration. All right, so we're gonna move on from breakfast and start lunch, okay? 10 out of 10. So far, for hot beverages, which I don't like at all, these are the best hot beverages in any ration that I've had. The coffee, the Brazilians also have a good cappuccino, okay? But being that there's only two beverages and they're both 10s, so I would give this the best hot beverages and any military style ration, all right? Even though it's border guard, it's still like military style, basically. One more cookie, all right? These are really good. Super, super, super smooth. Love it. All right. So now we're gonna open all these together. So let's wait till these finish up. I'm gonna try this pate. All right. Now I don't know what type of pate it is, and that's fine. And I don't have bread, so usually you would put it on bread. You see, that's how I like my pate on bread. But I also like it. They have it with lettuce. All right, I like it with tomato and salt and pepper. That's how I eat it. That's how I grew up eating it. And I'm having an issue opening this, so luckily I came prepared with a knife. So yeah, guys, I'm super curious. Let me know in the comments the type of knives, or do you have like an ethnic knife? You know, that's very like, you know, used by like the nomads or something like that, you know. I'm curious to know. And so that's what it's looking like. We're gonna try it. So the utensils are definitely like the cheapest, all right? Super cheap, but it's okay. They're just utensils, all right? And this is the pate. So it's not the fluffiest pate that I've ever had at all. But the flavor is delicious. Really good flavor. Wouldn't change anything about it. Does taste very livery, you know, like minerally. But it has, for some reason, it just tastes livery and minerally, but smooth at the same time, even though it's not like airy. It is quite dense, but this is absolutely delicious. Now, I usually like my pates like fluffy and airy, almost like buttery. And this is not the most fluffy, but for a dense one, this is a delicious dense pate. And I like the fact that there's no discoloration. It's nice and uniform. There's no like gray spots or any weirdness like that. We have like some of this whiteness, but this whiteness, I feel like it's like a fat. Okay, so really delicious. And there goes all the pate. Have it with some of this salty milk tea. Look at all the powder on the bottom. Let's mix that up a little more. All right, guys, it's time to start opening some of these cans. Why not? All right, here it looks like we have some kind of meat in the photo, but what we truly have, there's only one way to find out. Ooh, there we have it. It's probably like just straight up pork in its juices, okay? I don't want to spill that, so I'm gonna open up the rice and all the other stuff. That way we can have it all together. All right, and this looks like potatoes and some kind of veggies. So yeah, as you can see, guys, this stuff looks super hearty and looks like real food in these cans. And that's basically why I've purchased this a second time, even though I reviewed it before. Don't you worry, I will bring this closer to the camera, all of these, in just a moment, all right? All right, we don't have any more time to waste. We'll set that aside. Don't want the lighter to explode. We're gonna start eating. Now this looks like the carbs, okay? So So we have potatoes, carrots, and oil. It looks like some kind of beef in there. We have a lot of meat there. Now let's open these up to have alongside with it. Ooh. All right, so this is some kind of rice with some kind of vegetables. All right, and then here we might have like a buckwheat or a pearl barley, if I'm gonna guess, but now I'm curious to know if you're an actual border guard, at what moments would you be consuming this? You know? Because I could imagine you bring your own food to work. You probably go home, right? So, at what instances are these foods consumed? Let me know in the comments down below. Oh yeah, it looks like a pearl barley or a buckwheat, I don't know. I didn't grow up eating this. I'm an American, so for me it's hard to discern, but we're just gonna lay it all out. Oh, hot, hot, hot. Don't you worry, you'll see everything up close once I... Yeah, I think this is buckwheat with beef. We have a beef buckwheat. And as you can see, one of these tablets of fuel does enough justice to get everything super piping hot for us. So, ooh. There it goes. I'm gonna need 2 plates. That's how much food they give. Check that out. Yeah, buckwheat. And so with the buckwheat, I don't know what I should mix with the buckwheat. Let's just pour some of this, why not, in there. Ooh, that's fatty and freaking delicious. It looks super rendered. Ooh, big old slabs and chunks. And we even have the bay leaf in there for flavor, of course. Look at that big boy. Oh yeah. So that's gonna be plate number 1. Check out all this rendered beef. And this smells wonderful. And so yeah, basically we have real food here. It doesn't look like it came out of a tin, which is nice. And so now we're gonna do a second plate. And let's go with the white rice, or just fried rice, I believe. Ooh, as you can see, greasy. Okay, so that's always good. So we have, ooh, very interesting smell. Almost like a sweetness to it. I'm gonna try it by itself, just like that. First bite. I'm salivating. Very interesting. Okay, not a flavor I'm used to, but so good and rich. All right, very hearty. Looks like some kind of like little bits of paprika. Obviously there's meat in here that's minced, so gives a lot of that flavor to the rice. Look at it up close. I can't wait to eat this, all right? Now I will mix it with the carrots, the potatoes, and the meat. Now I'm not sure if this is beef as well. Guys, let me know in the comments down below. Who knows, I might be eating horse and not even know it. Smells wonderful, okay? There's definitely gelatinous pieces of like tendons in there and stuff like that. We're gonna try it just like this. Yeah, I'm not sure even what that meat is. It tastes a little on the sweet side, so mystery meat, but I'm not squeamish. All right, so let's get to eating, guys. If you guys are eating a meal, I appreciate you, sharing the time with me and eating together alongside me. So enjoy. Ready? Let's go. We got potatoes, we got this rice, carrots. So I definitely get a sweet flavor, just a little bit of sweetness. Very interesting. Very well seasoned. You taste the potatoes, you get a bite of it into it, like they don't just dissolve. You're actually chewing on actual potatoes. The meat, I have no idea what it is. I'm super curious, guys. Let me know in the comments if I'm eating horse or something, But it tastes absolutely delicious and hearty with a pinch of sweetness. So very different from the types of foods that I'm used to, and I'm welcoming it like completely. I love variety, and this is nice. Now I was very hungry, or I am very hungry, so I was gonna do a review of like a small single meal. I think it was like a Polish ration, but it was just like one individual meal, and this is supposedly for the 24 hours. So it's like, dude, I'm so hungry. One is not gonna do anything. And I'm glad I chose this. Really, really hearty and super filling. Love it. Wow, that tea is so good. I'm gonna save that tea to have alongside with this dessert and just drink it with some cold water. All right, I'm gonna try some of this one now. I'm gonna try to finish both of them actually, but the rice is seasoned so well. And I do like the fact that you taste everything separate. You taste the carrots by themselves, the sweetness of them. You get the different texture and different taste, obviously, of the potatoes. You see how well rendered the meat is in here. The meat that I don't know what animal it came from. Really delicious. I'm surprised there's no knife, but like I said, you probably expect the border guard to have a knife on them. Earlier, I must have said prison guard for some reason. I got it confused because I did a Mongolian prison services ration as well. And this is the border guard. They are all different, but they do have very, similarities because this is obviously ethnic Mongolian food. So, yeah. All right, meal number 2. Wow, completely different. We have what I'm assuming is buckwheat, and it's very flavorful and, because of all the fat content. Let's see about this meat. Also very high in flavor because it has a lot of that fat. And this one has more substantial pieces and rendered even more. You see a big fatty piece right here, which That was heavy on the fat and it was absolutely delicious. You know, I'm not squeamish when it comes to fatty foods. Wow, this is really good. So you can see why I ordered a box of this. Just because here in America, our rations, they don't taste like real food. They taste like something synthetic that came out of a pouch, unfortunately. I wish I could say different, and I would, but I gotta keep it real. To me, this tastes like real food. Just tastes more hearty, more filling, gives helps with satiety. Yeah. Now, for my American viewers, please let me know in the comments. I'm curious if this is something that you guys would be okay with eating, because I know, you know, a lot of people are picky as far as like eating foods from that they're not familiar with, you know, like countries that they're not familiar with. Sometimes they feel squeamish. I'm sure if you're starving though, you're gonna never mind all of that. You're gonna devour this, because when it comes to hunger, I've literally seen personally a Jewish kid eat pork for the first time ever in his life in front of me because he was starving. So it goes to show you, your principles go out the window once true hunger kicks in. So his name was Avi. I hope he's doing okay. I haven't seen him in like literally 30 years. From Brooklyn. Russian Jew from Brooklyn. Most Jews that I know are Russian. Not all, but like my friends that were Jewish were and are usually Russians. All right. Anyway, look at that, guys. I devoured it all. Salty, flavorful, hearty, but no like weird spices, okay? Very basic, as you can see. Salt, pepper, what I'm assuming pepper. Basics, you know? We had the basil leaf in there, or what do you call that leaf? I forget. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's a lot of food. I should be done for the rest of the day. This was my post-workout meal, so hopefully my muscles will grow. I started going to the gym all over again. So yeah, let's finish up with this little snack for dessert. The golden gobi. All right, it looks like perhaps it has fruit, all right, like raisins or plums or something with some hazelnuts. If I was gonna just go off the photo, and this is what it's looking like. So very simple bar, straight up. Let's go. All right, this reminds me of like Cadbury, the brand. All right, so this, you could see there's militaries out there that only give dark chocolate, and a lot of people swear by it. Not me. This is what I love. So reminded again why I bought this. Like, really love everything about this ration. This is, even though I'm an American, this appeals to my palate personally. I love the creamy and sweet and smooth coffee from Brazil. I love the exotic salty and creamy milk tea. I love the creamy milk chocolate with little pieces of nuts. And no, I haven't tasted any raisins or anything like that. Nonetheless, very rich and delicious and smooth, just the way I like it. And obviously you saw me devour the mains. Really nice, guys. If you stayed around for this long, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, signing off.